everyone, my name is Alicia Zhang, and I am a product marketing manager at Mindtickle. I know that I often find myself anticipating a lot of overwhelm when it comes to onboarding with a new company, particularly because of all of the technology chaos that is out there in our modern world. Um, I'm here today to help reduce some of that chaos as you go into the new year. In particular, we are going to be talking about how you can use your CRM, enablement analytics, and conversation intelligence in order to better inform your coaching. Once you have married your CRM, enablement analytics, and conversation intelligence, and those three data sets are playing in harmony, you'll be able to do a couple of things. The first is that you'll be able to identify short-term risk when it comes to your deals more accurately. And then the second is that in the long term, you'll be able to mitigate all of that risk, especially at a more systemic level. And you'll be doing that by closing skill gaps that you've identified. Okay, so in order to actually identify that short-term risk, you will need to set yourself up for success by having competencies that are important to your role identified and mapped to the different stages of your sales process. And once all of that is done, you'll want to use those competency profiles and identify a skill profile for each rep, which will help you see, oh, this person has this gap here, and this person is very strong in this particular skill. Once you have this better understanding of folks on an individual level, your managers will be better able to use the information in their CRMs when it comes to forecasting and deal reviews. That's because if you see a particularly large deal, for instance, and you're very excited about it for this quarter, you can go in to see who the owner of that deal is and try to understand whether or not their current skill gaps are going to introduce any risk to the deal. So, for example, I might have a rep who is not particularly strong at negotiation. And I can see that this quarter, they have a huge deal that is entering into the negotiation stage, and we really want to close it out this quarter. Once I really actually have identified that and seen that that is a risk, then I'll be able to coach them a little bit better because I will know the targeted skill that is going to be necessary to get them through and close this deal. You'll be able to do all of that with the help of conversation intelligence as well, because you'll be able to go back and review all of the calls previously held in the deal, as well as take a look at that rep's calls from similar stages on different deals and help provide feedback to help them improve as you are giving them a little bit more hands-on support. Of course, once you start to coach folks on skills, you'll find that there's a lot more sustained improvement and mitigation of risk. And in particular, if you are able to evaluate your teams or your entire organization based on those competencies in the context of your CRM data, it will help you with identifying and determining remediation for actually opening up the bottlenecks. So perhaps it's the case that a lot of your deals are getting stuck or being lost at the proof of concept stage. It might be also the case that you see as an organization that folks are not scoring terribly high on the demo role plays. Well, when you take these two things in combination, you will probably come up with the hypothesis that, oh, the demos that we're doing are not very good. And as a result, we're losing deals once we get into the proof of concept stage. Okay, Pretty simple. Let's try and go and validate that. Take a look at all of your calls that are, or maybe a select few calls for particularly big loss deals from the last quarter or last year, and validate whether or not it was the demo or maybe it was another skill that was lacking. It could be the case, for instance, that the demo itself was very good, but because we weren't very good at active listening, it just was a generic demo as opposed to something that was more tailored for the prospect. Once you've gotten a better understanding and really determined exactly how you want to remediate, maybe you can go ahead and incorporate that into your next SKO. These are just a few of the ways that you can use these 3 data sets in order to build a better coaching culture. If you're interested in getting more actionable insights for your revenue enablement and operations from Mindtickle experts, go ahead and scan the QR code. I hope this video has given you some tips on how you can reduce your technology chaos and build a better coaching culture in the new year.